And welcome curling fans to the Utica Curling Club. Roger Ouellette here and Dave Cragnola to bring the championship final here of the 110th annual Mitchell Bonspiel.
This is going to be a wonderful game. Been waiting all weekend for this just showdown that I thought could happen at an early point in the Bonspiel. We've got Utica team, Utica 5. That's Dean Kelly skip, Mike Kessler playing third, Jason Bryan second, and Jason Golubski is the lead.
And playing the Yellow Rocks is Schenectady team, skipped by Dan Mackold, third Merrick Krzanka, Brian Stewart in the 2-hole, and Jeff Muha playing lead.
You know, watching a couple of games this weekend, the rink that I played with, the Bill Morehouse rink, we lost in an extra end to this Schenectady rink, and they've had a couple squeakers, Roger. They've had a couple of one-point games to get here. I believe they won by a point last night as well.
And they had a Donnybrook last night with Team Brzezinski out of New Pond.
Yes, they came down to the last rock, you know.
Stealing the last end with a perfectly placed couple of draws.
So this should be great. I'm expecting both teams to be on their game here. It's always exciting to be in the warm room and call a curling game for you folks out there. Chat room is open, and feel free to come and say hello to us, and hope you'll enjoy the game. Give us a sound to let us know how the audio and the video looks out there. We're always looking for feedback in that respect. Sit back and enjoy. Game's beginning. Team Kelly with no hammer here in the first end. Fresh scrape from our wonderful ice crew. See if we can have a nice clean game here. Ice was a little swirly yesterday. I've been certainly the sheet I played on. I heard there were a lot of picks and maybe some debris on the ice that was causing some interesting shots, Roger.
Might have depended on the sheet you're on. We're on sheet 5. Played pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
It was very fast. So, and rocks are still a little freshly textured, so got to watch the rotation.
Yeah, you got to put a positive handle on it. I was reminding players all weekend to make sure that you put a good positive turn on the stone, or you're apt for a pick or a reverse handle.
Or an extra foot or two of curl.
Indeed. So center guard opener here from Team Kelly. And now Jeff Muha looks like he's going to make contact with this rock.
Look like maybe they're drawing to the wings.
He shoved that blue rock. That rock's going to come back. 3 guard zone still in a.
Well, it's not out yet.
Yeah, we get to put that one back.
No, it hung on the back. Just,
did it?
Just hanging on to the back line.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Looking for an early draw here. We'll get an idea of how fast the ice is right out of the gate here. Good looking rock here from Jason Golubski. So he's going to make the rings full 8 foot maybe. Very nicely thrown from Jason. Actually going to get to the top 4, just shy of the top 4 behind the guard.
Peeked out just on the backside.
Yeah, you can see a little tiny bit of it. Jeff Muha now with a chance to outdraw this stone. Sweepers are thinking he's got a lot of weight, right?
More than enough.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to go through the park. Wow. Yeah, through on its own. Okay, we're playing on fast ice here, Roger.
Yeah, I'll try to get a time. Looks quick from here behind the glass for sure.
Looks like Team Kelly switched the order up on us, Roger. Looks like Mike Kessler's throwing second stones, and Jason Bryan is going to be playing vice here today. So we had they're changing their lineup from this weekend so far. Don't know what that's about. We'll have a conversation with them later about that. Still plenty of weight here. Doesn't look like it's going to bury. Right on the button, I believe. Yeah, Mike covered the pin with his first stone pretty much. Top button.
Wide open.
Yep, tough to get. Not going to be able to get both of them. Brian Stewart's first rock of the afternoon. Still morning, I guess. Looks like he's got a pretty good line there. Wow.
Gonna click the top one.
It is. Just rolled over the top of shot rock and went off the rings, got rid of one. I didn't think he would be able to get to that rock. Nice curl there. Dean Kelly calling for a guard here from Mike Kessler. So he's kind of hanging out there, Roger.
Need this rock to finish.
Yeah. Starting to come now, but it's running out of gas. I think it's going to be wide open, this blue rock. Just didn't curl there. So it looks like a wide open shot here to erase this blue stone. I think he'd like to roll under one of these rocks that are not in the park. Rock really starting to curl. Just off nose. And he also left it in the open.
He got caught in between.
Yes, good call.
They weren't sure if it was going to roll under or roll away.
Yep. Couple good rocks there from Brian to start.
Nice, easy takeout weight.
Yeah, you don't need, with this fast ice like this, you don't need your margin for error goes way up when you throw weight. You got to be really precise to make those shots occur.
Well, as fast as this ice is, we just covered this weekend, if your kind of normal up weight is just going to run so straight. You have to back off quite a bit to get some curl.
Definitely.
What you're used to throwing for 10-second hog-to-hog is probably running 9.
Jason Bryan now with his first stone of the day. Pretty much an open takeout here. No hammer. I'd like to make this go bye-bye and roll one way or the other if you can. Even a nose hit's okay, but you don't want to allow the other team to hit and roll. So pretty much on the nose.
Again, got to the nose again. Boy, you want to roll somewhere to get under, half under.
Yeah, because you're giving the chance with the team with the hammer here to make a little hit and roll, and they have two options. They can roll to the skip's left or the skip's right.
Yep, a couple of guards they can use.
So Marek Rozanka, the third for Team Schenectady with his first rock of the afternoon. Nice.
This was a little tighter.
It is, and he threw it soft too. It was really just kind of hack kind of weight, really. And he's going to make it. It looks like he's going to get a little roll out of it too. Very nicely thrown from Marek. Peeked out on the other side. Can see about 3/4 of the rock on the other side.
Pretty good though.
Yeah, nice shot there from Marek. Dean will waste no time in chasing this stone. I think you just heard him yell down, control weight. So again, Roger and I were just talking about the necessary speed here. It's weight sensitive. If you're up weight on this kind of fast ice, the stones are liable to not do what you want them to do.
They'll definitely run. Yeah, put the brooms on it back there, right up.
It did too. He's going to make contact with it. I think he's going to shove it off the rings, but his shooter's going to go away.
Nice soft weight. That was probably hack weight.
Nice throw. That's going to hang around over in the 12-foot too. Good shot there from, nice finesse shot from Jason Bryan.
Yeah, got the little bonus hanger, right?
Absolutely, yep. You don't worry about those, but by the same token, sometimes they come into play. Marek looking for a draw here now. So great to be back in the 110th annual Mitchell Bonspiel. Great camaraderie, great bunch of gentlemen curlers. Oh, he's going after this stone. I take it back. I thought he was drawn. He's actually trying to rub this blue one off the rings here.
So trying to keep the blank in order, I guess.
Yep, looks like that. Merrick's got a good shot here. He might even keep a shooter. Yep, good throw. Very nicely thrown. Chat room's open, folks. You know, we've got a bunch of people online already, so it's great to have people tuning in today.
And Dean's going to chase that off. Looks like he's going to come the other way. A lot of teams have been playing this inside out all weekend. This side is run pretty straight.
Oh, absolutely. This could be a struggle shot here.
You can't overthrow it.
Famous last words in a curling shot, but it's so true what Roger just said, that you really don't need to throw big weight here. It'll stay pretty straight, especially when you have the luxury of two very good sweepers. Shooter's going away, and
it just runs there.
Yep. House is clear.
I think you got less control going outside in like that. It just runs so straight.
I agree. You're more apt to be able to hold them coming the other way.
Well, you can control with the brooms how much curl you've got. Then
sure.
Coming outside in there, it's just you get what you throw almost.
Yep. Dan Mackhold now with his, he's had a big weekend. Curled very, very well against, played against him in our second game of the tournament. Came down to last rock in an extra end.
Okay, chance to set up a skip deuce here with a good draw. Dan Mackhold with his first here in the first end. Trying to loop one around the center guard.
It looks pretty tight here, Roger. Don't think he's going to go by. No, he's on his own stone, I think, unless they can back this up. I'm just going to rub that yellow one. And I think if you're Dean, you want to stuff one here and force, correct?
Yeah, stuff and get a force.
And when we say stuff, certainly people not privy to the game, we're meaning get a draw stone behind the guard rocks and force the other team to take their one. It's always a little bit of a disappointment in most situations if you're skipping to get one in an end when you're trying to get two. And sometimes that's what you're left with and you have to do. So again, good shot here from Dean will force Dan Mackhold to make a shot here.
Just want to bury one probably edge of the 4 foot under that double guard. And force Dan Mackhold to draw for one.
Front end's tickling it. Doesn't act like it wants to curl. Starting to come now, late curl here. Looks deep though. This is going through the rings. And no, it hung around in the back. Not exactly what he had in mind, but certainly it's going to force Dan to take his one, unless he can come down and chip it out, which I think would be a risky shot and not an easy shot. We'll keep you updated on our other, we've got 6 games going on, 6 finals going on here, which is customary in the Mitchell tournament. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Saranac Ward and the Friendship Ward at the end. Always fun to win those. When you're playing at 11:30 on Sunday in a curling tournament, usually means you had a pretty good weekend. But this is a funny draw. I think going into last night, some teams were 0-3, were they not, just because of the draw the way it was? I think some teams are playing in this final that haven't won a game yet.
I don't know about
possible?
that. No? I don't know about that.
No, maybe one game.
Yep.
One, yeah.
Dan Mackhold with his last. This looks a little tight also.
Yeah, he's on the yellow one. He's on the yellow guard.
Gonna be able to
they
roll
might
us
still
on the
be able
rings.
to chip it in there. Might outcount it.
It's going to work.
It is.
That's the old excuse me shot, but
I
he'll take it.
I don't know.
It's still spinning.
It's still going. And it looks to me like the Blue Rock is going to outcount. It's a steal of one.
Yeah.
So a steal of one.
Would not have expected that result.
No, not at all.
Dan's been money all weekend with his draws.
Yeah, he may have been fooled there. It curled up late on him. May have been a little bit inside, but nonetheless, not a big damage there. Gets the hammer back down one here in the second end. Jason Golubski starting off the second end here. Looking for a center guard. Tight to the rings preferably. He's going to make the rings here. Yep. Going to go right to the top of the 8-foot circle. Full 8. See if Dan's going to play. Yeah, Dan's going to play his play for 2 here. Ignore the rock on the rings and set up a corner guard with hammer. Again, I can't tell you how fast. We're trying to get a time on draws here, but it looks blistering fast rice right now.
Yeah, let me get a time here.
And Jason Golubski will try and guard up this rock on the park. First 5 rocks in a curling game with 3 guard zone now cannot be removed completely if they're not touching the rings. This one floated out on him a little bit. Might go behind it.
It's a little hot, so
he's going to try and play the draw here, I guess. Why not? I think they got it.
Going to go back 4. That was 14-4 hog to hog. Not super fast.
No, about what?
But he was out pretty far.
Yeah, he was out in the fresh pebble there too. So Jeff Muha is going to be trying to throw a double here. Like to double both of these off the rings. Looks like a lot of ice for what I was thinking. No snow is leads weight here. Yeah, he's just throwing real light takeout. Almost like a heavy draw.
Over curled on him.
He really did.
They're just trying to tap that back?
Yeah, I think. Wow. So trouble brewing here early in the second end for Machold. Mike will try and throw a center guard here and give both of these rocks a little more difficult look for Schenectady. Thank you, Karen. We just got a shout out there that our video and audio is perfect. Not shooting for perfect, but if we can get it, that's great. A little heavier. I think the ice is really keening up here, Roger. And that certainly gives this rock in the back 4 some shelter at this time.
I think it's time to bail.
Oh, yeah.
These are 10-in games, by the way, in the A championship final. A little bit different pace.
Is every final 10 ends today, or just this one?
Just this one has to be 10. Some may elect to play 10.
Got you.
Well, it looks like if you look out on the sheets, most teams have agreed to hang a couple.
There you go.
Okay, 2 gone. 1 yellow on the rings.
Dean's going to hit that one and try and roll to the center, I would think. Got to make this go away. You know, both of these teams, I think this is going to be a real cat and mouse game. I don't see either team making big mistakes. Both very well skipped and talent level pretty high on both teams here. And that's going to work out fine. Good shot there from Mike.
And there's no sense to burn your bridges early in a 10-inning game.
Sure, certainly.
Keep it close. Give yourself a chance in the last half.
Brian was perfect on both of his takeouts in the first end. See if he can keep that that streak going. This one looks a little tight. Boy, if it's by now, he's going to rub the top one. And he just rubbed the top.
Oh, worst possible result.
Yep. Now Dean will go back to playing guard, I believe. Yep.
It's tough. That rock's on the back four. Behind T-line.
Yeah, it's almost a catch me if you can, and you know, if you can throw good guards, the team with Hammer is, you know, going to be forced to throw a double almost every shot from here out if you keep throwing a good guard.
Yeah, you got to bring them pretty tight, though. I think you got to come in the house because you don't want to let Team Machold freeze that thing on the back four behind the guard.
Yes,
or draw top four above it.
Yep. He was tapping his broom by the U of curling there in the 12-foot circle. This looks like it might over curl.
Just looking to sit three here and just make it difficult. It is going to over curl. Nice 4 foot.
Top four. Merrick Wazanka trying to clean things up here a little bit for Schenectady. Little hit and roll under that guard in the 12-foot wouldn't be bad.
Yep, that was a call. Looking to utilize some of those blue rocks. You can either roll in front of the one on the back four or get the long roll behind the corner.
Got a good looking shot here. It's curling up. Just flattened out a little bit. It looks like he's going to get a nice little roll here.
A tweener roll.
Wow, almost a little Christmas tree effect there.
Yeah. Rolled too far to be in front of shot stone and not far enough to be under the corner.
We played those rocks yesterday evening, and they were curling up. It was deceiving that it looked like the rock was being swept to go to the point of impact on another stone, and really, even with weight, was curling pretty hard from the hog line in. Nicely thrown there too. There wasn't too much weight. It was nicely thrown. Jason Bryan looking to make this Yellowstone go away. Nice shot. Very nicely thrown. Good shot there from Jason. Now, does Dan try to use these guards to draw behind him, or damage control?
They're pretty tough to get around. You'll probably be behind T-line to bury, and they're too easy to run.
Yeah, good call here.
I think they're just going to.
I might be tempted to draw, but
I think they're just going to play around here.
Merrick's a real solid player, so he can try to get a little damage control here. Oh boy, looks like this one floated out on him. He's going to flash it. Wow.
Yeah, there's a shelf if you get far enough out, and
didn't see that coming.
You get out on the 12-foot, I think you got to go middle rock if you want to make a hit out there.
Down to skip stones here. Dean's going to split the house. Anywhere on the rings over here to our left. Plenty of weight.
Yeah, it's going to be right through.
Sure looks like it. Oh yeah, it's plenty gone. Didn't need to be swept, but Merrick made sure. Now he's going
to use the corner.
Sure.
Now they're having a little discussion.
If you run the double and make it, you're pretty much playing for a blank, correct?
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, if he doesn't get around him, he's getting forced for sure.
Draw attempt here from Dan.
It looks like a ton of ice. Maybe it's curling more this afternoon. It's a little tight.
Yep, here it comes. Brian and Jeff were pounding like this rock was light. And this is also through the rings, I believe. That's unfortunate for Dan. Wow. Pretty keen ice here, Roger.
Yeah.
Now the force is on. Dean cut the rings down here.
It looks like they're just trying to go top 12 to put a little irritation in the eye.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Cut the rings down. Force Dan to take his one with a draw. Looks like it's going to be a good center guard here.
Oh, a little lighter than they wanted. They going to get this on the rings? Yeah, it's coming.
I guess so.
Might as well put it on.
Absolutely. So draw coming here, I would think, from Dan.
So nothing really in the way, but
it is against 3.
It is against 3, and it's that rock on the center line is just kind of an irritation to look at.
You know, as a skip, you almost have to ignore these rocks, Roger.
Well, they don't exist, right?
Exactly.
You just need to grab a piece of the 8-foot here, put it on the tee line. Throw a line, you know.
So big shot here against 3 in the second end for Dan Machold. If he makes it, it'll be an 8-end game. Line looks good. I don't believe it needs any help to keen it up. It's fast. This could be through the rings. Oh my.
Not stopping.
I'm afraid this is a big mistake here, unfortunately, for Dan. He's going to drop 3 here.
Big steal of 3 there results in Team Kelly grabbing an early 4-0 lead after 2. Long way to go, though.
Yep, we got 8 ends left. You don't have to get them all back at once here. You set your end up for 2. Dean's not going to play guard game here. He's going to go right for the 4-foot circle.
Yeah, this ice has been super fast this weekend. We've been throwing 425 splits to T-line with virtually no sweeping.
Yep. Brian Levy threw one last night on this sheet, 427, and we got it to the top 4. Looks like the accomplished shot here. What Dean was looking for. Keep going right to the top of the 4-foot. Nice shot there from Jason Golubski. Looks like Dan will attempt to set a corner guard up here.
Don't need to go totally crazy here, but can ignore that rock for now. Get your corner up.
He might freeze to this. Oh yeah, he's definitely going to come right to it. Just a nice corner freeze there. Good shot.
Not a bad result.
No, none at all. I think Dean would like to make both these go away and stick. Frantic sweep call out of Jason's hand. I'm assuming it was a little tight. Still might have it though. Oh, he left the yellow rock in the center. And looks like he went out. Curled up hard. He must have been narrow because Dean yelled right away. But not a horrible outcome. And Dan will try to give this one some shelter. 3 guard zones still in play. It's coming over nice. It might be a little deep, but it's just coming over nice. Oh, it's going to freeze right down. It's
little bounce.
Little separation. Not the end of the world. And Dean's going to waste no time. Trying to have Mike throw a thin double here. He hits about an inch of this, he gets them both, huh?
Half rock will do it. Even quarter rock will be fine. Flung that one out a bit.
He's got them both.
Got him.
Oh,
just caught the backside.
Just nudged the other one.
A little too thin there.
Yep. Blistering fast ice today. Nice fresh scrape. Looks like our ice crew fixed any of the issues we may have had over the weekend for our finals here. Kudos to them. And always kudos to our wonderful chef, Anthony Amodio, and his staff for fixing us phenomenal meals all weekend. Kudos. Shout out to them. And that's going to go through the rings. So the players having a little trouble adjusting to the speed of the ice, Roger. A little trouble adjusting to the speed.
Yeah, you just got to breathe on it to get it to the other end.
Oh boy, it looks like Mike might have, this rock took off on him.
Inside all the way.
Yep. So this leaves Dan an opportunity to go ahead and split the house here, I believe.
Deuce here would be huge in 3. Put you back on the road to recovery.
Yep. Oh, looks like he's guarding. Still at second stones here. And still can see the whole stone. Tender little finesse shot here to keep your shooter anyway, but that's not the goal. The goal is getting rid of the yellow rock that's in the 12-foot. Also tight. Could get it the hard way. And he's going to. No. Oh, it just slid by.
Need to curl up a little more.
Just a little more, yep. So if you're Dan, you can draw behind here now on the same side, or you can split the park. Doesn't want to leave Kelly a double, so he's opting to split the park. Merrick Rozaka just trying to hit the rings over here, looking down the sheet to our left.
Looks like better weight.
Yeah, looks perfect.
You let these go. You don't think they're going to make it there.
It's going to glide. No, and they keep going. They're on it now. Definitely got the rings.
That's going to be T-line plus, huh?
Oh, indeed.
Look at that.
My goodness, it's still going. Can't get it off the rings, though, so that's a good spot for that. Right now, a little damage control here for Beans, as Meckeld's in a good spot here to play for 2.
At this point, Team Kelly's just hoping for a half shot somewhere.
So he's got a nose hit here, a little off nose. Nope, shooter's going by.
Rolled out, they can put it back.
Yep. And 2's back in the picture.
They don't mind being there in the back 8. They're going to chase it.
You just don't want to leave it close enough to the center where Kelly can hit and roll under these guards, right?
Yeah, you don't want him anywhere close to that corner guard.
Right. Looks like he's got about the same weight.
Might be a little faster this time. They're cleaning.
Oh boy.
Got to stop.
My goodness.
Got to stop.
I don't think so. I think this one's going off. Nope. It's just checking up. Good touch there from Merrick.
Good judge by the sweepers.
Absolutely.
It'll fool you. You just keep going.
Yep.
You think you got to brush them up to get them an extra 3 feet, and you
they're
don't.
going to keep gliding.
Yep. Having said that, I really like this ice. It pretty much beats up your sweepers, but boy.
You could drop a 420 and get it there.
Oh, my God.
You know? Out of your hand, you go, there's no way it's going to get there. And it keeps going and going and going. It's very easy to misjudge draw stones on this fast ice. Certainly for folks who are playing the game at an early, at a new kind of level. Looks like he's going to get to the nose on this one. Well, it hung around. Second stone.
Can just ignore it. They can freeze. Just draw over there anywhere. Got to stick this one in, though.
Yep. Looks like that's what Dan has in mind. Welcome our friends from Albany who are watching in the chat room. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the game as much as we are. So nice opportunity here for Dan. He's got to get one on the rings and just outcount that blue rock. And he'll sit 1 and 2. Just heard someone yell close. I think that was one of his front end players. Looks like he's got a good shot here. Very nicely thrown there. Well, that's a great shot. Going to corner freeze this blue rock. Good throw. Left a little separation between the yellow and the blue stone. Looks like about 6 inches or so.
Got to hit it nose or high, nose or high side. Sorry.
Yep.
It's one of those shots that's not a difficult one here, but it does create another slide opportunity for a miss if you ever hit this on the low side.
Shooter's going bye-bye, but he's got the yellow one.
Yep, now just a draw for 2.
Yep. Well played on by both rinks here. It's opportunity for Dan, nicely played on.
And he's going to play the path he knows, and I agree with this. This ice is so quick, you don't want to change paths and have to re-guess, right?
Exactly.
And this exact same scenario came up in our semifinal game today, and I'd say, well, I would normally just draw the pin, but just threw this.
Right.
And I don't want to guess if the new path is the same speed.
Sure, and a team sport like curling is, you're playing with the same guys. They know they know how you throw the stone. If you're a little bit lighter, they know that they can go. And it's the fun. It's actually the fun of the game when everybody's involved and enthusiastic. We're working this over pretty good now. He may have dropped it, but it looks okay. It surely looks okay. Well, maybe not. My goodness.
It's still moving.
It's still gliding.
It's still moving.
He's got it. He's got it. Wow. See, when you get them going early like that, too, you're more apt to keep them going if you get them started early on this ice.
Nice bounce back for Team Eckel. They got a deuce. Cut the lead by 2. They now trail 4-2. Team Kelly with the Blue Rocks will have the hammer here in the 4th end. Got plenty of time here. You're looking for force 2. Get a few of those strung together. You'll be back in the game.
Yeah, especially considering it's a 10-end game. You know, there's
don't have to go crazy to steal this end.
No, you do not.
Look for some opportunities. It'd be nice if they could stick a steal in somewhere along the way.
Yep.
But they'll need a half shot out of Team Kelly to probably set that up.
Jason Golubski looking to draw here.
This one looks hot.
Certainly back rings.
Sweepers backed off. Check it up.
It's just going to be in back 8 maybe? Back 4. No, back 8. Okay.
Here's a friendly rock for Team Mackold. He's going to throw a second guard here.
That's funny. You and I have been doing this a long time, Roger, and it gets more fun. We find different different ways to to call shots, and it's fun. It's like think of my old pal Mike Emmerich. I spent a couple of years with Mike Emmerich down in New Jersey, helping produce a hockey highlight show, and he had so many different words for so many different things. And of course, the pace of hockey is frenzy fast compared to curling.
Curling's more like baseball.
But we're getting there, man. That was a good one.
Couple guards in play now.
Yep. I think, Dean, same recipe. You want to go with top 4 here, right? Yep.
Yep, we're playing first hog to the trough here, right?
Indeed. Don't have our usual crowd. Our Mitchell tournament this year had 16 teams. Normally we have more than that.
Have about double, but these are different times.
Yeah, the COVID scenario has prevented all but one Canadian team from participating this year. But hopefully we'll be able to resurrect next year and get back to a full boat. Not quite going to make the rings. Not a bad spot, though.
It probably helps Team Mackold, though. Now it's a double guard on the center.
Got to make a shot.
No one's found the 4-foot yet.
No. It's funny, when the ice is fast, you take a little bit off and you dump them, and you're playing around with the stone when you're releasing it, when it's real fast, thinking about it. And I know from my own perspective, the more I think about a curling shot, the more apt I am to miss.
Well, it's the old Yogi Berraism. The channel Yogi Berra, you can't think and curl at the same time.
It's so true.
The minute you think about your release, you're going to dump one.
Yep. Little tighten, tight.
Weight probably wasn't terrible. It's just.
Dean's going to start playing the peel game here.
Yeah, too many rocks up front now.
Yep. Noticed him, when the club curler, only a club curler predominantly, but the pattern that I see with a lot of skips that are relatively new at the game, they might be unwilling to start opening up the front end when you get in trouble with the hammer.
Yeah, they wait too late. They wait till they're really, really in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
When you got too many rocks to go
and
to peel.
You say, but if I come around them, I'm in better shape. But you're really, then if you don't make the draw, there's more stuff in the way, and it's just, you've got to take the decision. Even if somebody can't throw weight that you're playing with in the front end, you still can move rocks around with a board weight shot.
Oh, you can even peel weights.
Yep.
Peel rocks with a board weight shot,
For
as long as you're willing to call the right ice.
Yep. I've learned that over years. I've been stung too many times not getting rocks out of the way early in an end.
What I found is when you have that question, should I go around or peel? The minute you ask that question, you probably should peel. Usually when you ask that question, I would say 7 times out of 10, you regret that decision.
Absolutely. So here we are. We're peeling.
Yeah.
Boy, this is really coming out. They held it out, dragged it out.
Might get a double here.
Yep.
Yep.
And
nicely done. Oh, and they got the
boom, a little bonus.
Bonus jam.
Bonus jammer. That changed the complexion of the end. Looking to steal here is Team Schenectady. At the end of this end here, Roger will give you updated scores on the other events going on here. Right away. Cleared the guard, lost the shooter.
Tim Kelly continues to sit one.
Merrick looking to guard up here. A little rub on the guard wouldn't be a bad thing here. No, it slid by it. Gonna come to the top of the forefoot. Gus makes the double a little bit easier, Roger, with his rocks closer together.
Yeah, and they're lined up on the top of the other. Just hit one little off one side or the other. Just off nose.
Whoops.
Oh, set that one out.
A little funny slide there. He tried to pitch it back. And Jason scratched his head there a little bit. He knew what he did the minute that he released it.
Must have slid a little bit tight. No chance for Team Mackel to guard up. They got one on the top 8, back 8 now.
So a missed rock there is setting up for a little bit of trouble here for Kelly. Dan's going to throw a center guard, I would think.
Got that rock on the top 8, and then
not sure which one is shot rock, Roger, from where I'm sitting. I can't quite
hard to tell
from here.
Looks like it's the one on the top 8
it does.
From our overhead camera.
Yep. Shout out to my buddy Roger Rowlett and Tim Hansen and anybody else who might have had a hand in all these, all the camera work that we've done, really making this a all but professional stream. And kudos to them. I know it was a lot of hard work to make this happen, and proud of the accomplishment of our volunteer curling club that has done so much to bring a live stream in our game. It's really enjoyable.
I'm just happy to get rid of the manual switches in the 1990s VCR we were using to pipe our video feeds
We don't have to reach up anymore and switch over if we want to watch another feed. Very funny.
Didn't curl as much as they'd like there.
No, I left this rock pretty much exposed.
Again, Dean could make a double here with a nose hit.
Yeah, it's pretty much, edge on edge with that yellow rock out in front. So I think he can hit this rock wherever he wants, except on the low side.
Debating whether to hit and roll away and leave the back rock open for later.
Mm-hmm. It's an option.
Or just to come right to nose and see if he can double these out. I think the double's there. Needs a little bit of curl there, edge on edge, right?
Yes.
He's got to get actually just a shade inside, it looks like, to shade on center line side to get the double. Probably do that with bumper down weight, maybe a 10.5 second hog to hog.
Yep. Set this one out just a little. Starting to move now.
He's going to catch the top one.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get the double here, but he
curled up quite a bit.
Oh, he
did
get it.
Did get it.
Didn't get the yellow one off the rings. However, it sets shot rock now.
That made a big move inside the hog line.
Boy, did it ever. Got our colors mixed up. Oh.
If Dan Mackel can get a little roll under here, just a little roll under, maybe show half a rock.
Set it out just a little. This will curl. Trying a little directional sweeping here is Jeff. Oh, it backed up. Gonna nudge the blue one under cover. Ouch.
Shoved it under the corner guard.
Yikes, that's not exactly what he had in mind there. Looks like that rock was coming and it backed up a little bit when he laid the broom on it. Looks like Dean will attempt to split the house here. Put himself back in line for a deuce.
Not curling. Looks like it's got some weight.
And it's heavy. It sure looks heavy anyway. Maybe looking for a little chip off the yellow one will help him here.
He needed it. That was going to be through.
Whoop.
Hung on for a deuce.
Spun right into towards the 8-foot circle there. Good shot. Needed that little rub, huh?
Yeah, without the rub, I think it's through the back. So deuce right back for Team Kelly. They reestablished their 4-point lead. Team Mackel with the yellow rocks will have the hammer. And the fifth end. Jason Galewski's rock slides to the back four. Now corner guard to go up for Team Mackel. Jason Golubski with his second. Trying to throw something top house here. Coming over nicely. And just on the rings, that's going to over curl.
Yep, slid past the point of
Yeah, once you go back forward with your first, you're kind of committed to coming into the rings with your second.
Sure, because you leave your opponent room to draw behind it and then guard it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't dare guard it because if they ever freeze to it or get above it, could be in a bit of a pickle. So now they're just committed to looking for some hit and rolls. And Team Machold removes the top rock and now rolls in front of shot stone. Mike Kessler will be asked to pick this out and roll somewhere. Anything but a nose hit here. Trying to push it over.
He's got it.
Got a piece.
Yep, that works. Got a guard up, might as well use it here for Dan. Try to put two in play here. Weight looks okay. Looks like this is going to be okay. It's a good shot. Keep it going. If it's got legs, it's going to be okay. Oh yeah, that's a fine shot. Very nice there from Brian. Good throw.
Wrapped it around pretty good. Four-point lead. I wouldn't mind running the guard.
That's a good idea.
I wouldn't even bother chasing shot rock. Just run the guard.
Mike just tipped his head. He's not. Yeah,
yep.
And that's what he's doing. Good experienced players here. Experienced call. Boom, boom.
Really good.
Nice shot. Nice double there from Mike.
Dan Mackel will have to use a different color corner guard this time.
Exactly. Nice fine shot there. Nice call, nice swept. Good team shot, as Sean Lanigan would say. Brian will attempt to see if we can put it back here. Not desperation time for Schenectady yet, but you want to get your deuce here if you can. Looks like he's got the same line, same weight. This one's a little wider. It's coming hard though. Coming hard. Nice, two nice rocks there from Brian. Good shooting.
Just pistols.
Great shooting. So now we're going to, team Kelly will try and use their own rock to make the double. A little lighter weight than Mike threw. just came up a little bit on him, I think. Just came up a little too much.
Yep. Open it up, though.
Yep. Now Mackholt's got to set 1 and 2 here, right?
Well, he's got a decision. He can guard the one he just threw around, the corner guard.
Okay.
Or he can try to sit 1-2, get his deuce. He's got a decision to make.
I think he's going to hit that one. Yeah, hit that one. Like you said, 10-end game. You don't have to get them all back on one.
Yep.
So I guess if you were guarding this Yellowstone, you're bringing 3 back into play. You're bringing 3 into
You
play.
could even Christmas tree. Yeah, if you Christmas tree to yellow, you might bring 3 into play.
Mm-hmm. Then you got to hope that blue doesn't throw the blue stones don't throw a real good guard, and then you're still running the double, right?
Yep. Now it looks like he's going around the corner.
Yeah. Oh, and it picked.
Ah.
That's unfortunate. Gotta hate to see that. But oh boy, going back the other way. That was squirrely. Okay, all is not lost.
Still got a couple guards in play.
Yep. Hi, Gert. Gert's out in the chat room.
Looks like Team Kelly removed this last Yellowstone. Sit 2.
Good looking shot. Might go away. Yep, rolled off.
Well, another chance for Team Mackel to get around the double corners now.
Yeah, you don't want to let this get away from you if you're Dan. You know, Roger, you want to be able to. You got to. You need a deuce here, but you got to score. Do you blank this early in the 5th end if it comes to that?
You could.
You know.
Still got some ends left.
Hi, Kevin. Look at this draw. Oh, this is beautiful.
Money.
Wow, Merrick. Beautiful shot, Merrick. Came out the other side about half a stone. Very nice draw, though.
Now Team Kelly's just got to sit 1-2 somewhere.
Yeah. Jason just pointed like he'd like to corner freeze the rock that was just thrown. Down to skip rocks here in the 5th end, halfway point of the game. Looking to freeze down to the yellow stone behind the guards here is Dean. You heard Jason Bryan yell no line. The rock isn't curling. It's starting to go now. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. And that's a good stone. That's a real good stone. Good shot. 1 and 2. Kelly sitting 1 and 2. Meckel's got a little bit of a conundrum going on here this end, Roger.
There's no double.
No double there, no.
Not even sure you can, well, it looks easier from here behind the glass than it does from our overhead camera.
Mm-hmm.
Looks from down our view down the glass, you could actually get to the nose of that blue stone that was just thrown.
Yeah, from where I'm sitting, that stone is about 3/4 in the open. The yellow guard's really not affecting it much. So much edge on edge with the blue stone in front of it.
It's the blue one I'd worry about that's
Yes,
closer to the rings.
correct. So
he's going to go for it.
Yeah,
I think you can certainly tap it back, right? And then keep potential for a deuce in order.
Well, the beauty of that, if he makes it, he's going to be buried. If he gets to the nose and just rolls, he just flop behind these guards, he's pretty much in business. If he doesn't, he's going to leave Dean a double.
A touch shot here with Dan Mackles first. Just looking to tap back the shot just thrown. Starting to go.
He skinnied the guard. That's a great shot. Look at this. Look
wow,
at this.
That is a great shot.
Oh, Dan Mackles with a beauty. Oh, fine shot.
Sitting 2 and 3 now.
Now that lonely blue rock looks in need of shelter here, but what are we doing here? Going to draw behind everything?
You got to sit 1-2. That's without an easy double. That's what you've got to do here.
Got you. Trying to draw behind both of these yellow ones. Exciting shot there from Dan Mackles.
I think where Team Kelly wants to go is just to even get half buried behind those yellows where there's no double. That's going to be the key.
Sure, because if he can see any blue rock at all, and if it's in front of the shot rock, then a double will come into play.
Yeah, there should be a slash double if you can see this rock after it's thrown. And if you come too deep, there might be a crosshouse double. Big scrub to get that stone by.
Oh man, great
It looked
shot.
like it was wrecking all the way down.
Beautiful shot. So again, this one rock here from Dean can change the complexion of the end. It's his last rock in the 5th end. Dan Mackles still with a hammer stone. The line looks great here if it's got legs. Mike and Jason are working it over.
You got to get by the yellows.
He's by him. If it bounces, it's trouble. Oh boy. Sitting 1 and 2, like you had said. Does bring 3 into play with a double.
Boy, decision time, right?
Didn't want to bounce there, Roger.
Did not. But, you know, this is no gimme.
Right.
You're looking for the slash double, but if you miss it, you're going to give up 1.
Oh, I think you can cross the face of the just off nose and get them both.
Oh, yeah. You hit this on the low side, right?
Yeah, right.
This one goes. This one goes. I'm just saying, if you hit that thing on the nose, you're going to give up steel because you won't be shot rock.
Right. I think he's got to go for it.
Risk reward, right?
Yes. It's just about an inch off nose, it looks to me like. The fine game of curling, as we were talking about inches 108 feet away, but that's the game that we play and love.
I don't know. I think you got to hit somewhere between
Even a little more than
2/3 and 3/4 would
right.
probably do it.
Yep. Don't want to jam it.
Two-thirds is pretty good.
Hammerstone in the 5th end. We're at our halfway point here after this rock. Big shot here. This is a down 4. Kelly sitting 1 and 2. Looking to erase both of these blue rocks and sit 3. I don't know if he's got enough weight to get them both, Roger.
I think if he hits in the right spot, they'll both go, and they're far enough. It's over curling.
Oh my. Oh boy. Going to be a steal of 1.
Steal of 1. Just over curled. Team Kelly with steal of 1 now. They'll take a 7-2 lead after 5.
A little down weight there, I thought, for that shot. Thought you'd like to throw something
At least
a little,
board.
you know, yeah. I don't think Dan wanted to throw quite that light a stone. So we're at the halfway point here in our A final, Mitchell A final. Team Kelly 7 and Team Machold 2. So pretty good lead here for Team Kelly. And Dan Mackle's got his work cut out for him here. Not looking to guard here. He'd like this rock to be on the rings. Dan will most likely ignore it and try to set his corners up. Still a lot of game left. Corner guard accomplished here for Machold. Dean will look to throw another one on the rings here. Pick rock. Picked and went the other way. Couple corner guards now set up for Dan. Try to get one behind cover here on the rings. Big shot here from Jeff. They're working it hard to get it there. I don't know if it's got legs. Close. Very close. Not quite.
Just short.
Yeah. Dean will try and peel these corner guards out.
Trying to get at least 2 here.
Mm-hmm. Good shot.
And got 2.
Nicely thrown there from Mike. Oh, we still had free guard. Did we not? We did. We still had free. We still had free guard.
Oh, that's right.
Rock goes back.
Yep.
A little miscue there from Dean. Team didn't see it.
Nobody reminded him.
So there we are. Even experienced curlers can make a faux pas when it comes to strategies and rules. Certainly, we play a free guard zone for the first 5 rocks thrown by both teams. If they are not touching the rings, you can't take them out. You can move them around, but you can't take them out. So now he's going to have Brian try and tap that yellow one behind the guards. carry on, setting up his ends here. It's been very difficult for Dan to set his ends up because of the sharp play of Team Kelly. They've taken those opportunities away from him with good shooting. Coming up hard. And that's a good shot. Nicely thrown there from Brian, pardon me. Wow, Dean looking to draw behind this one. Four staggered rocks on the right side of the sheet here.
It's going to be hard to get at the one they got around the corner.
Yes. Line looks great. It's just the weight. It's got room. It's got weight.
Way heavy.
Yeah. Wow. Right idea. Just a little toasty. It's going to hang around, I think.
Lost the handle.
Yep.
Started to slow up. Going to be third rock.
I'm guessing Dan's going to take that opportunity now. What do you do if you're Dan here? You're down 5. Freeze.
Freeze or go around the corner.
Go around the corner.
I mean, they gave you a free shot around the corner,
I
right?
think I'd do that. If he doesn't.
It's not like they're going to double you out from behind the corner. There's too many guards up front.
Correct. Brian asking Dan to recall the shot. He wasn't sure exactly what he wanted there. Roger Rowlett and Dave Craignolan in the warm room here in our Mitchell final, really enjoying it. This looks like a perfect freeze. This is a real good shot here.
Perfect.
What a nice shot from Brian.
Glued it right on.
That's a beauty. Wow. Little cat and mouse game here now. Fun end. Jason Bryan will look to freeze right down to these 2 stones on the 4-foot.
Yeah, can't blast those out.
This one just looks like it's hanging.
It's wide, and they've just had to sweep it all the way down to get it there.
It's starting to come over now. It's not going to get to the achieved point, but
I mean, they killed the curl trying to get it there.
Double. Might leave the double.
Got it
Tough.
far back enough that there's no double.
No double there. Hit there. Okay.
I think another freeze. If you hit and roll away, you're going to be behind T-line.
Yeah. You could hit and roll behind these guards, couldn't you?
You'll be behind T.
Yep.
And that might give Team Kelly an out.
Just throw one into the pile here. Just freeze into the pile.
Yeah, I think right in the pocket.
Line looks good. Line looks great. Big shot here from Merrick in their 6th end of this 10-end final game.
Oh, they're beating us up to get it there.
Yeah, Jeff can help him here. Over curling. Play center guard here for Dean.
Yeah. Dean could throw in the pile.
Yeah, he can pile one. Oh boy.
Yeah, I think your pro miss side there was to tap the blue one back.
This is the first end we've seen this kind of a
lot of rocks in play.
A lot of rocks in play. It's not been that kind of game thus far. Jason made a bobble, and he came back upright and still threw the stone relatively on line. He might be a little light. It was a great recovery considering he slipped. Okay. Jason shaking his head.
Trouble in River City here.
Boy, yeah.
Got to move that stone off the pin.
Yes, you do. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of yellow rocks, and we got to get rid of this shot rock now, I think.
You got control of the other rock on the 4-foot.
Now, do you want to roll away?
I think you almost have to.
Got to roll away here now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And roll over into the 8-foot, even if it's behind. It's sort of your best, sort of your best option. Just out counting the biter, I think, is okay somewhere over here on the right. I want to keep it around.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be in the open. I think you got to get half under something, even if it's behind tee now.
Yep. Boy, it's tight. Really tight. Really tight. Oh boy, I don't know. Nope, he's on the blue one. Oh, unfortunate.
Well, it helps in a way they can now run the yellow in.
Right.
But they still have to deal with
you have Dean freezes
the one
down
on
to
the
the
pin.
pile. Yep. Oh,
Dean gets in a pocket. It's going to be tough.
Oh, tough shot there from Merrick. He could have erased that blue stone and rolled away. They were in business for a big end.
And Dean's looking to get right in the pocket.
Well, Dean can cause a big headache here for Dan if he can freeze one down to his own or the yellow one that's just outside the 4-foot. I think this is going to be a real thorn for Dan to try and get out of the pickle he's in here. Aired on the side of light. But boy, they just, when you get them going, they keep coming. This is there.
Just going to be a guard, top 12.
Okay. Run the double?
I think you run the blue double first.
Sure.
Then you've got the yellow run for your next.
Yep.
Dan's looking at running the blue onto his yellow, but I'm not sure about that unless you're going to thin it.
Could be an end changer here for Dan if he can get both of these blue ones out of here. Where does his shooter go if he hits it right? His shooter's going to go on top.
It's probably go on top of his yellow.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I think they want to do it this way. Dan was talking about the possibility of coming off his own yellow. Not sure I'm in love with that shot. If he comes off his own yellow, I think the yellow goes out.
No, I think the best scenario here is double him out and flop over on his yellow one. Corner freeze his own yellow one, right?
Yep, I think so.
Coming with some mustard here.
And made a big move.
Merrick threw his hand up. I think he still got it. I think he still got it.
Stuffed it.
Oh, no, he stuffed it.
He's got a run now. He's got a yellow run.
Only one bullet left, though. Blue sitting 1 and 2. How do you get rid of both of these blue rocks?
I think if you crotch it with the run, both Blues will go.
With the outside stone?
No, one he just threw. And if he runs this one in to the crotch, right? You're going to lose a yellow. You can lose 2 Blues.
Yeah, right? Looks like that's what he's going to try and take away.
That's the one that needs to take away. It's a lot harder to do it with the stone on the outside. Yeah.
Right. Little team discussion going on here, trying to put this guard in the best spot possible to take away these runbacks for Dan.
I think you can leave him the outer one. If you're going to leave one, leave the one on the 4-foot line. Take away the one on the center.
Looks like that's what he's doing. Can you take them both away is the question. Maybe. Right where Jason tapped his broom, right in the middle of the 4-foot line. He might take them both away. We're still going to show him the outside of the...
You can't guard the outside of both stones, I don't think, so...
But it'll make it real fine to pull it off, though.
I think the outer one is just for one. Yellow on the 4-foot line they can raise in for one. Maybe. Oh, what happens if you tickle this yellow guard? Frozen?
Took that one away. So he's forced to use this yellow one on the outside here.
Yep.
And it looks like that's still going to leave Blue quite possibly sitting shot rock.
The only thing I see is if he runs the yellow in and feathers the yellow in the top 8.
Maybe he can move the blue one that's second rock enough.
Yeah, might move it enough. That's tough.
Boy, that's tough.
Is really tough. And unfortunately, Dean's rock curled just enough. They took away the drag effect shot.
Yep.
Or if that was about 2 inches further over, you might be able to drag the yellow into the pile. But angles are not right now.
No. And down 5, coming out of it with a steal for Kelly is not a great scenario for Dan. Oh, thank you. People commenting on our commentary out there. Thank you. That's very, very kind. We'll see what Dan can do. Hammerstone here in the 6th. And he set it out. I don't believe he's going to touch any. This is going to be a steal of 2 for Kelly.
Two more for Team Kelly. They now lead 9-2 after 6. And with the commanding lead, Team Matt Gold with the Yellow Rocks will have the hammer here in the 7th end.
Unfortunate there for Dan. Roger, we're on camera here. Put those in the scrapbook. Oh, what are you going to do? head of our ice crew, is on the ice with a very fancy schmancy camera, trying to get some pictures of us up here in the warm room. It's sort of the warm room today. We should call it. It's sort of the warm room.
The less icy room.
It's not actually a warm room, folks, today. It's a little bit of a cool room, we'll call it. I got me winter boots on. Miserable cold outside, but I guess it's going to break. It looks like we're going to get a pile of snow here tonight and tomorrow. So a little trouble here for Machold. Every rock is your buddy at this point, if you're Dan.
Need rocks in play.
You start thinking about the this tournament and how genuinely difficult it is to win this medal. It's a very difficult medal to win.
For sure.
You know, a lot of guys have played the game for a long time and not won a Mitchell medal. And you just got to have a good, good weekend. Play good every game and hopefully not run into a buzzsaw, which has been done. But curling's a funny game. If you make your shots, the other team can't block your shot.
Splattered a bunch of rocks there.
Triple there for Mike. Mike's on his game most of the time on his game. He's exceptionally on his game today, and he's just. So Mackel trying to put an end together here. Still time, 7th end. Needs to get his deuce here and steal and get himself back into the game. Little photo shoot for us here today, folks. Because Roger and I are so pretty.
Not.
Well, your wife loves you. My girlfriend loves me.
Not the same as pretty.
Two whole different subjects. Absolutely.
Game of attrition here.
Indeed.
Team Kelly be removing everything they can. Team Mackel's got to use these corners.
Team Kelly's on sharp on their game right now. Pretty much been in control of the game from the onset.
Uh-huh.
Brian's got this shot. Oh, almost. I was going to just say he's got this shot down to
Had it again. They
down to a
just
science. Just rubbed off it.
Rolled into the open, and that's going to be another target.
Jason Bryan looking to erase this yellow rock. I think at this point he'd like his shooter to go away as well.
Yeah, they don't need any rocks in play.
No, he's all over it, and the shooter's going away. But oh, may I get too much of it.
Hang around.
Yeah. This will give Mackel something to either freeze to, or what do you want to do? Do you want to freeze? Do you want to hit?
Yeah, sitting top button. Looks like they'll try to hit and roll here.
You know, when good teams are playing a curling game, Roger, it's when one team gets ahead of another, it's so difficult to make up the ground unless
put the squeeze on you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know. So a hit and stick, and now again Jason Bryan will just try to hit this yellow rock and lose his shooter. Dan trying desperately to get, would love to hit this blue rock and get underneath one of these guards.
Trouble is, it's a long roll either way.
Yes, it is. You almost got to gamble with a sweep call to get the rock thin enough to get it to move. It's on the outside of this one, I think.
You know, at some point, I think they're going to have to loop one around the corner and then leave.
Yes, the shooter's going away here.
Just nicked it.
That's unfortunate. Just flattened out on him a little bit. Peel your own.
Thing is, you don't need to score this end.
Right. He's guarding. He's playing a steal.
I think they're just going to come in and sit two. I think I heard Dean say top 8.
Nicely thrown there. Nice guard from Dean. Just off the rings, about a half a foot.
I mean, there's just no way to get to shot stone.
No.
If those two corner guards were in the way, you could get around.
Right.
Down the skip rocks, and you're looking at a guarded rock on the 4-foot. And it's overburied from the intern side.
Yeah. It's so hard when in a curling game when one team is probably in the 80s or 90s, and the other team's not playing poorly, but they're probably shooting in the 60s or 70s, and it's all the difference in this kind of a game. Just been behind the 8 ball has been Dan for several ends here. We've all been there, Roger.
Yeah, and you get down, you have to start gambling, right? And then when you gamble, you're throwing more difficult shots than your opposition. So it gets tough. They're trying to come through the hole, I think. If you miss this, you want to make sure you clear the guard. Got a chance.
Well thrown. Oh, what a nice shot. Oh, that's a beauty. And he got behind, rolled a little far. Still left blue sitting one. Great shot from Dan. Jason's already in position to take it out.
Got the rock in the open.
Yep. That was a tough port to draw through. That was a great shot.
It was a tight squeeze.
Man, oh man, good shot, Dan.
That was a lemon squeeze getting through there.
Whew. So again, like I said, he made a great shot, and the outcome left the rock in the open, unfortunately. Dean Kelly looking to lose this Yellowstone in the back. It rolled off. Got rid of the Yellowstone.
At what point do you take your one here?
Well,
Blank burns another end,
right.
but
Getting late.
you need some ends to play with here.
I think you take your one and try to set up a steal end. And certainly down this many, you need more than 1-1. They could get one the rest of the way and not get there, right? And Kelly being stubborn about giving up that big end here. Team playing well in front of him. Neck hold hanging tough. Front end's pounding away here, trying to get this rock by. And he made it, but he's a little heavy. Oh no. Another steal. Another steal of one. So 10-2 in our A final here. Excuse me.
Just the wrong side of the inch for Team Machold.
Yes. I'm not so sure that this game is going to go past this end. We do have a couple of tight games in our other finals that we can broadcast to you.
Looking around our sheets on sheet one, our E final, Team Costello leads Team Sewell 4-2. That's after 7 innings of play. Our D final on sheet two, Team Crumma Utica leads New Palm Bucheski 5-4. That's after 6 innings of play. Not sure if they're playing 8 or 10. They didn't hang 2, so I'm assuming it's 10. We have on sheet 4 our B final. Team Knapp of Utica leads Team Howell of Albany 5-4. That's after 7. Score update, that's now tied up 5-5 after 8. Over on sheet 5, Finger Lakes, Dan Hazlitt leads Team Palazzoli 7-5 thereafter 6. And finally over on sheet 6, our F final. They're all knotted up 4-4 after 7. Schenectady, Fitzgerald against Utica Wagner. Brings you up to date across all the sheets. Our feature game is 10-2. Team Kelly. Dan Machold with the Yellow Rocks has got the last rock advantage here in the 8th end.
Dean looking to erase his own rock here. On the top one, they're going to put this one back. Just hasn't been a lot of room for Team Machold to get themselves back in order here. They've only won one end thus far in the game, and that was in the 3rd end. It's pretty much been all Kelly, pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, Mackle's been taking a lot of risks since getting down 4.
Which is what you have to do.
Which you have to do.
But if it doesn't work out, usually the scoreboard starts to get the distance between teams gets greater and greater.
Key was at 4th end when Team Kelly rallied for another deuce to reestablish that 4-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a downhill slide.
Felt like they were back in the game after they got their deuce in 3. You get a force, then you're back in, but
that one floated out of Mike's hand a little bit there. He missed after the two doubles and the triple that he's made earlier.
They've got 3 guards in play now, so time to start stuffing some rocks in behind, right?
Oh, definitely.
Let's get around.
Starting to come now. It's a little wide. I don't think it's going to bury. Starting to move now, though. Pretty well buried. Good shot. Front of the tee line.
Yeah, got it maybe half under.
Yep. Mike trying to get rid of some of the stuff up front here.
Yeah, no reason to chase shot rock. Just get rid of these guards. Those are the only rocks that can hurt you this end.
Yep.
This will get a bunch. Oh, went too much over the top.
Yep.
Got rid of one.
And Brian will look to get another yellow rock on the pond here.
And the remaining yellow card to get peeled.
Got a good looking shot here. Brian's played very well today.
It's going to carve in very nice.
Beautiful. Great shot.
Now the other yellow guard goes. That'll probably limit the damage to at least 2. Or no more than 2, I should say.
Yep, mission accomplished.
Oh, didn't want to run that into the
No,
rings.
put a third yellow rock on the rings now.
And they're nice and spread. I'd be tempted to split the house, go to the 12-foot.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Or if
There's no easy doubles there.
No. And if you could get 4 here, play tit for tat the rest of the way and get 4, then he's kind of back in the game. And this is the end he was looking for.
Yeah,
if he was going to hang around.
Still a tall order, but 4 at least gets you
baby.
somewhere within contact.
Uh-oh, picked. Looks like it picked out of his hand. It hit something. It made a funny turn out of his hand, but looks like it resurrected itself here. It's on the rings.
It's
a great shot.
Not too deep here.
No, it's a good shot.
There you go. 4 spread.
Not through. Nice throw from Merrick.
4 spread.
Wow.
I think Dean can try to hit and roll toward the pile on the right.
Oh,
here.
sure. If he can roll and freeze on one of these yellow rocks, it'll be a sock in the gut for Dan.
Hit and roll over here somewhere would be. Create some problems anyway.
Starting to curl. Just off nose. It's going to roll over in front of these rocks somewhere. Oh, that's a good shot.
And that'll force Dan Mackel to kind of bunch his rocks over on the side where that blue rock is.
Yep.
That'll offer up a double for Team Kelly.
I'm not sure there's a real way of keeping him spread if he gets rid of the blue one.
No, you can maybe get just a nose, but there'll be a selection of doubles available.
Main thing for Merrick, you're hoping for a miss too. As long as Merrick can get this blue rock off the rings, we're still playing, you know.
Well, probably still playing for 3.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it's going to over curl though. Oh, it is. It's over curling. It's going to shove it right over onto the yellow one, I think. Oh boy. Oh,
froze it up.
Yeah, a little separation there.
Now Team Kelly can hit shot stones at 1-2.
That's the end changer. Pamela Turner joining in from the Catskills, her humble abode in Rosendale. It's supposed to be 25 degrees here today. It feels like it's 25 degrees in the warm room.
Yes, it does. My feet are freezing.
So I got my winter boots on. I got my snowplow boots on.
It was warm in here earlier.
It was. It's probably shut off again. Trying a little directional sweeping is. Looks like he achieved it too. Good shot. Team Kelly's just been spot on here. This, you know, Dan's been trying to get something, something going this end, and all of a sudden, it's not the same probability to score like he was going to. I guess he can hit a thin double here, Roger. Maybe
he's got to almost catch the back edge of the rock on the back 8,
right?
Back 4.
And just shove it out through the 2 yellow ones, right?
Yeah, you've almost got to catch this on the side, right?
Yes.
That goes out the
just
back
shove
door. I don't know if
yep.
you'll keep your shooter. You might. It'd be tough.
Tough shot. You don't like having to throw these when you're skipped, but.
No, and this is like, well, with this turn, thin quarter. Probably a thin quarter here.
Yep.
You can't hit the blue rock on the top. It'll jam. You've got to hit it right on the side.
Yeah, it's such a precise
just
shot.
On the side,
yeah,
right?
It's really precise. You wonder if maybe coming the other way and crossing the face might be easier. You'll have that turn going that way on the stone. Dan, big shot here from Dan. He fired it. Trying to hold it.
Needs a quarter rock here.
Pretty close. He's got a shot. I think he's got a shot. Oh, it just ticked it over.
Too thin.
Too thin, yep. Still left Kelly sitting 1 and 2.
Stick another rock anywhere. You go top 4 here. There's no triple.
Right. Freeze on your own here. Freeze on second rock, too.
Yep, do that, too. For that matter, you can put it right on the pin. Overbaked it a bit.
Yep.
That'll be all right. It's going to check up.
Going to break back to a freeze.
Not gliding like it was earlier.
No, a little stickier. No triple there.
Yep.
Just drawn for his one.
To draw for one.
Pretty good rink, pound for pound. This Kelly, Kessler, Bryan, and Golubski team. Very pretty skilled bunch of curlers. I think Dean's been playing since 1972.
And that'll dig in time.
Wow, there's one.
Got his one.
No,
we are done. So congratulations to Team Kelly. They're the winners of the 110th annual Mitchell Bonspiel. Also congrats to Team Macko for making the finals this year, being our runner-up. They had a great event. We'll give you some bonus coverage here. We'll run over to sheet 2, our D event final. That's our third place event. And that's Eric Krama versus Doug Brzeski of New Pond. Switch our broadcast over. Team Krama leads 6-4. They're playing the Blue Rocks. New Pond, Brzeski with the Red Rocks. Team Krama just locked a freeze on that rock in the back 4.
Hanging out there just a little
just
bit.
a little heavy.
A little heavy, yeah.
Didn't curl up.
No. Eric with a good opportunity here now. Cover this one up. Ahead by 2 here in the 8th end. Looks like they're playing 10. They didn't hang any ends. These were all 10 end games to begin with. You have the option as a skip of agreeing skips. You can hang a couple ends and play an 8 end game. Whoops. Lost handle there and went the other way.
So a chance for Team Brzezinski now to get around. Draw path is still open. Pretty heavy weight. Surprised they came with that much weight. Maybe they would draw a freeze or draw on top of 4 foot in front of Team Crummett Shot Stone, but that one rubs by. Now Team Crummett with a chance to sink one. That one hung out a little wide. Team Brzezinski looking to come through the hole maybe. Chip out Shot Stone. Over curls, spun another red rocks on the rings, opened up shot stone. There's a wall of red in the back of the house. Team Brzezinski sitting second, third, fourth, and fifth. Lonely shot stone for Team Crumma. Wouldn't hurt to have a second one in, sit 1-2. Plan B there, they froze on the back, sit 1-2. Doesn't look like an obvious way to get a deuce here. Team Brzezinski's looking at the little in-off and rub off the stone in the back. That's a very difficult looking shot. And looking at this, hoping to push this back far enough to bring another counter into play. It's not sure you can move that back blue far enough to score multiple. Team Brzezinski taking advantage of our monitors at the far end to discuss the shot. And they changed their mind. They're just going to go directly for shot stone. Try to roll underneath those corner guards. So now the shot is that, as called. And that one over curled. We have a final on sheet 4 in our B final. Team Knapp has defeated Team Howell of Albany 8-5. Congratulations to them. 3 games still going on here. Not sure how you get 2 here. Looks like Team Brucheski may be forced to 1 here in the 8th end. Steal of 2 for Team Crummah. They now take an 8-4 lead after 8. And we have a final in our C final. Dan Hazlitt has prevailed. 9-5 over Team Palazzoli. Congratulations to them. And on sheet 1, our E final, Team Costello is a winner over Team Sewell. So 2 games left. In our D final, Team Crummah leads 8-4. And over on sheet 6, our F final is all tied up. It's now knotted up 5-5 after 9. And we have an F final. Schenectady Fitzgerald is victorious over Team Wagner. 6-5. Bonus coverage of our D final here on Sheet 2 will continue. And Team Crumma is our D event winner. That concludes our coverage of this 110th Mitchell Bonspiel Finals. Hope you enjoyed the games. Thanks for viewing. Roger Roulette and Dave Cragnolan signing off for now.